Welcome to the local game. It is the final show for 2024 and well, it seems like we're far away from where the season started, but the sun is setting on another grand final edition of the Go Sunny Solar WNPL this weekend. And well, what a year it's been. It is episode 30 weeks of doing this show, and I thought, why go back into a studio? The pre-season is a little bit further away, but the off-season's here, so you might as well get out of the house and go enjoy yourself. So we're going to look towards the WNPL Grand Final this weekend, but right now, let's have a moment. Let's soak in the atmosphere. Look at the skies. It's absolutely beautiful out here, and this is what we're here for, because the Grand Final is this weekend. West Adelaide, Salisbury Inter coming up against each other. Who will win? Who knows? But I'll catch up with players from both teams later in today's show. But last week was the grand final show, all thanks to our sponsors, Shine Music and Entertainment, Macron Sports Hub Adelaide, 35 Sterling and AV Plus. Great sponsors and also great co-hosts and guests who joined me on the show. And what about that studio audience? They were absolutely loud on the night and great supporters of the local game. So it was great to be there together. Let's relive some of those moments. We've got the guests coming up a bit later in today's show. But let's do things a little bit different for the final show of the year. It's been a big year, so we might as well enjoy ourselves. Let's relive some of those moments from last week, which I just can't get enough of. In the studio, me and you together, we've had some very interesting moments, and there's one bit where you've had a little bit of a mix of words. This is what happened during that show. It's a local game with myself and Alessio. Thank you, Alessio.
Thank you for having me. Sorry.
Well, I did enjoy you.
Preempting if you enjoyed me or not.
Definitely did enjoy you that night, and we enjoyed that comment because you've been copping it ever since that moment, haven't you?
Yeah. Almost even on commentary as well, and podcasts and everything. I'm getting the thanks for enjoying myself before I even finish. But.
Well. There's been some little bit of mistakes that we've all made. We've all had little incidences when it's live, which we're live recording tonight, so anything can happen still. It's still early. But one thing that happened in live broadcast, I've got some of my stuff ups a bit later in the show, but David had some stuff up. So I ordered some food earlier tonight for you guys to have some snacks earlier for helping me out. But I think David might have had a bit of issues to describe what is actually those snacks and what they're called. This is what happened during a broadcast earlier this year.
They're a fine group, aren't they? That looks like canapes and salmon and everything down there.
What the hell what's canapes?
I don't know, I've seen it written down in fancy menus, but I have no idea what it is.
That's my phone just went flying. Canapes, you mean? Canapes. Oh my goodness. All right, anyway, back to the football. Well, we thought that was going to be the worst moment, but it just kept on going, didn't it? We had a bit of a laugh. We could not stop laughing for ages.
Yeah, it was just one of those nights, I think, when everything went wrong and fit the giggles. You know what happens to all the best of us, I suppose.
Yes, well, we had the giggles, absolutely. And, well, when I had the giggles, I went to try and control myself, and I literally touched the table, and this is what happened. Sorry, anyone who's trying to watch the football? Canapes. Bacala trying to make their way through Pedicic.
I can honestly say I'm uncultured enough to have thought it was called canapes.
Oh no! That's good.
That was when the table collapsed. After that, I literally touched it and the table collapsed on us. That was a little bit of a scary moment, especially when my expensive gear went flying.
Yeah, and the effects mics kicked in and we sounded like monsters.
We did. Let's have a listen just to that snapshot of just that monster moment there as well.
I can honestly say I'm uncultured enough to have thought it was called canapes.
Oh no!
Oh, that's what happens when you got effects mics, effects on your desk. So a big prize on offer. Let's have a listen to what is that prize, David?
It's time to grab your loudest shirt. We could be sending you on a cruise with 3 of your closest pals. Enjoy breathtaking views of West Lakes as you sail on Kokomo West. And best of all, you won't have to endure Captain Johnny's hilarious antics. Enjoy a delicious 2-course meal and a peaceful day in the water. All thanks to Kokomo West.
Yes, what a great prize that is, and what a beautiful voice. A soothing voice of David Grant. Well, you could be on The Price is Right one day, maybe.
I'm not sure it was too soothing there, Johnny, but thanks anyway.
No, it wasn't. I was just being nice. But anyway, we've got another half an hour to still be together. But, well, let's get into it. We've got the quiz. We've got our team here. We've got 2 teams, David and Rob. Good to have you on board, Rob. There's your mic.
Thanks, Johnny.
Yeah, awesome. It's good to have you. You're the son of Stefan Matteo, so you're a very proud dad. I know that.
Very proud, yes.
Ali, your team, you're there with Peter. Peter, you're a Metro Stars fan. You're a ground steward, one of the best ground stewards around. I'm going to say that because I can't see any others in the crowd, so I can say that.
Thanks,
how are you
Tony.
feeling out of this big quiz?
Yeah, a bit nervous actually. Yeah, against Robbie.
Yeah, well, Rob's he knows his stuff.
You'll be right.
Yeah, he hates losing, Robbie.
Yeah, so you already started a little bit of a banter between each other. I like this. All right, we're going to get through it now. Let's get into it. Don't look at the questions, David. We're going to go the teams. David, this is for you guys. So you have to choose your team captain. The captain's hat. Who's going it?
Robbie, would you like to be captain?
No, you can.
Okay, I'll be the
right.
sailor for you then, eh?
And
Hey,
who would like to be
matey.
captain on your team? Put the captain's armband on. This is how it's going to work. You got to. You're both going to get questions. Come in with your buzzer. What's your buzzer, captain?
Ref.
Ref. No.
Aye.
Aye. Yes, that's it. We went off on.
I knew it was one of them.
Who's your captain? Is it Peter or Ali?
I'm the captain. Yep.
Peter's the captain. All right. You got to give me your ref. Use your buzzer. Say ref.
Ref.
All right. A bit louder.
Ref.
Yes, I like it. That's we'll get into it. So basically, I'm going to ask you both a question. Only captains can chime in, but you can ask your vice captain for a bit of advice before you chime in. Once you chime in, it's all you. And if you get it wrong, we'll go to the next captain. Then we'll do back to the other team, to their vice captain, back and forth, and then we'll go from there. Let's hope we don't have to get to that. Let's get straight into it. Question number one. You're going to win a cruise on the Kokomo West, 2 hours, plus you bring 3 people with you, so that's going to be very exciting. And I'm looking forward to my invite. But question number one, when was the last time Campbelltown City won a grand final?
Aye.
Aye.
Yes. David. You were meant to talk before. That's okay. Yeah. We're going to be here a while. Quickly. Time's running.
2022.
No, that's wrong.
City
Team,
had that, didn't it?
team number 2. What do you guys got? Peter, have you got it?
2020.
20.
Correct. You guys got the first one. Well done. Round of applause. Yes, that's good. All right. Question
Adelaide
number
City had
2.
21 and 22.
This is question number 2. Who is the captain who will already be in the grand final of the WNPL next weekend? Who's the captain of the side? It's already in the grand final.
Ref.
Oh, this is to win it. Oh, no. I didn't expect this. Peter, who is the captain? Quickly, can't talk too long. 3.
Oh, bracket.
What was it?
Nicole.
Nicole Blackett.
Blackett.
Yes, congratulations. Yes, she's in the crowd. Well done. Too slow there, Rob. Too slow. Tonight he's here in the studio, well, at 35 Sterling. Let's go into Press for Time with Antonis Pagonis.
Johnny, it's grand final week. Get the VIPs in, the names out.
Mate, I paid big bucks for those cameras.
Oh.
Don't need that this week. Go.
Sorry, Johnny.
Come on, mate. Back into the camera.
Hey, great to be here with everyone here. And well and truly pressed for time tonight because it's 9 o'clock on the weeknight. So let's get out of here. For anyone that hasn't had much to do with me, yes, I do exist for longer than 20 seconds once a week. The Get on Johnny show. Very generous tonight, Johnny. You've given me 2 minutes. I've been told if I go over it, I have to contact or his lawyers will contact me. So let's get this through very quickly. Before we go, also shout out to Paul Pezos, signing off as Adelaide City coach. Fantastic run he sat there. That's it from me. I'll be negotiating 10 more seconds a week for next year, but one more round of applause for Johnny and everything he does.
Well, thank you, mate. You can tell you don't normally use a microphone because you just literally just threw it. But what a great year it's been. What a great year it's been having you on by my side. The reason I have you is because I can't be bothered researching some stats sometimes, so I want to give it to you. But you do a good job. And what's been some of your favourite moments? You know what? When I first gave you this opportunity, I don't think when I told you some of the jokes to do, some of them I was scripted, but you were a bit sceptical, but once it happened, like the Tarniet one was actually one of my favourites where you pretended to be recording from Tarniet and the lights went out during your recording. That was one of my favourites, but you didn't kind of get it when I first said it, but once you did it was awesome.
Yeah, I was pretty apprehensive with it. Again, Johnny spoiled my setting in my room with my dodgy fan remote that doesn't close the light properly. Well, it worked out that day and it turned out all right. So, yes, much fancier here today and Unlike Melbourne, the lights work, so that's great.
Yes, I made sure of that. The Tani electricians didn't get a hand on this job, that's for sure. Well, thank you for the year, mate. It's been an absolute pleasure. I know getting you out of your comfort zone a little bit, being in front of a camera, but tonight you're here in front of an audience. It's good to have you here, mate. Absolute pleasure, and I hope you enjoyed it live tonight. Give it a one round of applause for Antonis once again. All right, we're going to wrap things up. It's been a massive show, but before we do, let's welcome back all my co-hosts who did an amazing job tonight in the show. They were absolutely incredible throughout the year, and let's not forget to mention the co-hosts that also joined me throughout the year as well. We had some other great co-hosts in the studio, and well, people came to I'm not going to give away where I do record the show, but they give a lot of trust in me to come and join me every week. So absolutely enjoy every moment of it. And this is not the last for the year, though. Next year, got one more episode. We'll be previewing the grand final of the WNPL. A little bit different format as I catch up with them themselves next week. Tune in for that. But for now, this is the grand final show in front of a studio audience. Thank you guys once again. Big round of applause. Round of applause to the crowd. And thank you to all our sponsors, Shine Music Entertainment, Macron Sports Club Adelaide, 35 Sterling, and AV Plus. We'll see you all next year. And next week. Well, what about those highlights? A big week last week. And, a big shout out to our co-hosts, Ali, Alessio, Antonis, and Mark Talbot, all doing a great job throughout the year. And
Tony, you missed someone.
And this bloke here, David Grant. Good job last week, high five.
I mean, mate, let's go to a break.
Let's go to a break. We're back on the other side with some more football talk. Don't go anywhere, it's a local game.
Your time is now. When passion runs through you, become your own hero.
Welcome back to the local game. First of all, I'm Johnny Kecko. We got more to get through. Let's go into our first interview of the night. It is the interview with West Adelaide to find out how they're tracking ahead of their first game, or the big game, sorry, the grand final this weekend. Let's have a listen to that interview right now. Well, I'm down here with West Adelaide's Nicole Blackett ahead of the big grand final this weekend. Nicole, you're back here this year. You had last year away. You were in Melbourne last year, but you're back at West Adelaide. Big year for you guys, big grand final against Salisbury Inter. How are you feeling, first of all?
Really excited. Yeah, it's been seems like a long year. It gets this time of the year, and it's, since nearly 10 months ago we regrouped, and really, really excited and feeling ready.
It's going to be a big game this week. You've had the different run to Salisbury. You finished top. You had the first week off. You came back. You won last week, and then you come back out this week with a week off, and now the grand final. How you found that transition? I know you guys had some friendlies in between, so you didn't really have a break, but the competitive matches, you had the 2 breaks in between as well. How's that felt for you guys?
Yeah, it can be tricky sometimes when you finish top. Obviously, you get that first week off, which is nice after such a long, normal round. But then we've played Inter. The last 2 games that we've played have been against Inter, excluding the friendlies we had against Campbelltown and NTC, which was really nice of them to, after their season's finished, they've come out and helped us out. So yeah, it's a bit of a tricky one, but we can just, training as usual, playing as usual, and preparing as best we can.
Well, playing into as much as you have recently, is that going to help you guys a little bit? Is that helping the planning heading into this game?
Yeah, I think so. Obviously 2 different quiet results, 5-0 win, and then a much closer game with the penalties the week before. So yeah, it gives us more to kind of look at and plan for sure. Well,
how have you found this year as well? Costa's a coach this year. You were away last year, but you were there the year before, successful year. But how have you found this year in comparison to previous ones?
Pretty similar to 2022, to be honest, in terms of the vibes during the playing group. Costa coming in has been massive for us, and Owen and Robson as well. yeah, it's just been great and really enjoyable, and obviously the results have been phenomenal.
Well, it's going to be big. Service FM Stadium you're going to be playing at this weekend. You've won a trophy here in the past. You did what was it? I think the Greek dancing afterwards as well, the Zorba.
Yeah.
Karaoke this time around.
It's not a John interview without karaoke mentioned.
I wasn't going to ask, but I thought, you know what?
You did.
I got it. It's a thing now, I think, between us.
Yeah. Did you go to Campbelltown? Did you go back to Campbelltown to celebrate with them?
Well, they did invite me, so I did go there. No karaoke though.
No karaoke. Okay, well, maybe. We'll see what we do. Got to win first.
Yes, so I'll wait for the invite. So.
Okay.
But yes, we'll see how that goes. But last week you were on the grand final show. You had that extra bit of, we had the interview last week. How did you find being part of that? That was a bit of fun, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was really cool. First thing we've really seen live in terms of locally, which is, really cool. Thought you did an awesome job.
Thank you. And what about the quiz as well? We had you're one of the answers of the quiz as well. Almost tricked them a little bit.
Yeah, well, one of them got my name wrong, so I actually messaged Alex Mullen congratulating him on his trophy, and he said, thanks, Nicole Blackett. So,
it's going to be a thing now, isn't it?
Thanks for that.
Maybe I'll write down the bottom, Nicole Blackett.
No.
No. Well, thank you for joining. A big game this weekend. What are you looking forward to most about this week, heading in with the girls as well?
I think just enjoying the vibe, enjoying the occasion. Some girls haven't been there before, some have. I think we've got a nice balance of experienced girls and young girls.
Yep.
Also for Costa and the coaching staff, they haven't been here before. So yeah, just super exciting. Hope everyone gets around us and gets out there.
Beautiful. And lastly as well, having your ground, this is the first time you're going to a grand final or something like this with your own facility now, Kilburn. How has that changed things up a little bit as well for you?
Yeah, I think it's definitely made things a little bit more professional for us. We have somewhere to go after we've won the first two trophies this year. So yeah, it's always nice going back there and having a few.
Brilliant. Well, enjoy this weekend, soak it all up, because you were in Melbourne last year, now you're back here. Enjoy it. It's going to be a big weekend, and all the best.
Yeah, thank you very much.
How good was that interview? West Adelaide raring to go, another big grand final. My Salisbury Inter interview is on the other side. I'm going to continue my walk. The parklands are great, the sun's setting, so I'm going to continue to be back on the other side. Don't go anywhere, it's a local game. Presentation night looming? It's been a long season, you deserve a break. Let AV Plus elevate your corporate events with exceptional audio. Relax, recharge, and let them take care of the sound. AV Plus, your audiovisual experts. Well, it's what a setting here it is, Victoria Park. It's going to be very lively soon with the racetrack around here, the LA 500. But what's lively this weekend is that grand final. It is the local game, so let's stop talking about racing. Let's race into the next interview, which is Salisbury Inter's side of things as well. We're going to chat about what's happening this weekend. They're coming up against West Adelaide. It's their third grand final in 4 years. So very excited to see how things go this weekend. And then we'll wrap things up. I'm in the parkland, so I'm going to soak up this view of the city and enjoy the interview. I'm here for the second and final interview of 2024, and well, I'm here with Nicaole Calder for Salisbury Inter. You're in the grand final again. Congratulations.
Thank you.
How is it feeling this week? It's really against West Adelaide. You've competed against them in the past in the grand final, but how are you feeling?
I think we're super excited to be here. I think any time that you make it to a grand final, it's a massive achievement. We've had, probably similar to West Adelaide, we've had players that have never played in final series and now all of a sudden they're in a grand final, and I think that's just amazing. It's an amazing experience for them, but even for the ones that have been here before, this is what you play for. You know, you love playing on the big stage. Super excited.
Well, you last beat them in 2022 in the grand final in Mount Barker. It was 2021.
Mm-hmm.
Last beat them in 2021. How was that feeling to beat them back then and now hopefully try and do it again?
I think 2021 it was a different year because we were going for the treble, so there was a bit of pressure on us because we'd won the league and the cup, And I think it's a different experience when you're going into a grand final with that sort of pressure, as sort of you're expected to win compared to the underdog. And I think, you know, Westies are probably the favourites for this weekend. They've had an incredible season, and I think that it's going to be a cracking game though. I think any time that we've played them in finals, it's been a great competition. So.
Yes, and for yourself personally as well, on a personal note, you had some experience overseas. How was that for you to be over in England and just experience that kind of environment?
It was incredible. It probably didn't go the way that I had hoped it would go. I didn't get to play too much while I was over there, but the environment over there, it's extremely professional. You know, you've got at least, the team that I signed for had at least 3 full-time coaches where it's their job to basically coach you.
Yep.
And so the resources that they have access to, it's amazing, and that's the 3rd tier. Whereas we're 2nd tier here, and we obviously struggle with the resources, but I'm so glad that I went over there just from a playing and coaching perspective for everything that I have learned.
If you compare yourself and West Adelaide this year as well, they've had a really good run the whole season. With yourselves, you had a little bit of a patchy start at the start. What, how have you guys found yourselves heading after getting that nice run? I think it was a win here at Service FM Stadium against Adelaide Uni that kind of changed the season.
I think we obviously had a few players that came back midway through the season, and I think with the style of play that we've been wanting to play, I think that really helped us consolidate that and has helped us, you know, play that sort of attractive style of football. Soccer, sorry, I've been in the UK and I call it football now.
Oh, it is football.
And so I think that's really helped, and we've had some great performances from some of the younger players who've really stepped up on the team, which is what you need if you're going to make it to final series and obviously succeed in the final series too.
Well, you got Carl as head coach this year. How's that transition been for the club as well, having someone like him?
It's been obviously different because he's come in with a very clear plan of how he's wanted us to play. But I think all you have to do is look at a few players that have played for us in the last couple of years and how much they've improved this year. And that just shows the confidence that he's had in them and in that playing style and how much he's been able to improve them and develop them. We've had a few players that have had sort of breakout seasons this year, which has been really great to see. And I think that you have to give credit to a coach for that, for their development.
And how's the environment at the moment at the club heading into this grand final? What's the feeling like at the moment?
Well, we only had recovery session last night, but I think everyone is really excited. For those that have been here before, we're excited to be here again. We love big games. There's a few of us that's what we sort of live for. And for some of the players, I think we were talking to Hannah last night that she's never played in a final series game before, and now she's in a grand final. And so that's super exciting for her as well. So you've got the players that have been here before that are excited, and the ones that have never been here, that it's exciting for them as well. What
about the club as well, the supporters, Bianca, all the people behind the scenes? Are they very excited for this big game?
Yeah, definitely. Bianca sent a message today saying, you know, thank you for winning on the weekend, and she'll do whatever she can from a club president perspective to make sure that we have the best opportunity to give it everything on Sunday and come home with another grand final win.
Awesome. Let's hope the stands are packed for this big game. It's going to be exciting. The 2 big teams and great teams this year coming up against each other, so it's going to be a good game of football. I'm pretty sure of it.
Yeah, I think it will be too. I think, you know, West have been incredible. I think I said before, they've been incredible all season. They've obviously got many players that can score goals, but they've also got a defence that don't leak very many goals. And so it's going to be a hard team to break down. Sorry if you had a question on that, but I've just answered it for you.
No, absolutely. You've answered everything. I'll let you go. It's a big week, so enjoy the atmosphere heading into it, and enjoy this Sunday as well. Big game.
It will be a big game. Thank you very much.
Well, that is done and dusted. This is the end of the year. What a great grand final it's going to be. Salisbury Inter, West Adelaide. Who's going to win? I don't know. But all I know, it's going to be a great football fest, female football fest. Head down, watch the game Sunday, Service FM Stadium, and enjoy yourselves. Because once the football season's over, you can enjoy this. Walk around in local parks, go for a walk, have free time, and really just enjoy yourself. All thanks to last week's sponsors as well of our grand final show, Macaron Sports Hub Adelaide, Sharp Music and Entertainment, 35 Sterling and AV Plus for their support this year. Thank you for your support. Thank you to all the clubs. Thank you to all the guests, all the co-hosts, and everyone in between. It's been a big year, and this is why we do this stuff, just to have a bit of fun. and I've really enjoyed having this, and enjoy. We'll see you all next year. Local Games should be back next year, and enjoy. See you all then. Thank you very much. David.
Johnny,
See you then.
See you later.
This is beautiful.
It is, isn't it?
Lovely.
We should do this more
Yeah,
often.
we should. I love this.
I've had a great year, Johnny.